Part 2 starting now.
Because it's July.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Wow, and we're back. We're going right into it. No introductions. Ant-Man and the Wasp. We've said it 3 times and haven't discussed it once.
I don't care. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I think the Wasp is a bad character.
Evangeline Lilly?
Yeah. I think she sucks.
She's kind of uninteresting, yeah.
Because I was thinking about this at one point. I was like, I kind of liked her in Ant-Man. Like the part where she punched Ant-Man, that was funny. And then I'm like, oh wait,
that was only funny because it was Paul Rudd.
Because Paul Rudd got punched, and Paul Rudd's a good comedic actor.
Yeah, no, replace her with anyone, like even like someone like a charisma vacuum, like I don't know, like Hayden Christensen. If Hayden Christensen punched Paul Rudd
would still be great,
and I would laugh hysterically.
Yeah,
I would still laugh hysterically. That scene, he could get punched by a robot dummy. And replace Evangeline Lilly's character with a robot dummy, and the movie still works.
I think it is a good idea in theory, because Ant-Man and the Wasp were founding members of the Avengers, and so like they should be key players in the Marvel universe right now.
But just with the Wasp,
the Wasp they have right now is kind of boring. Yeah. And there should be more good female characters in the MCU, but I feel like she's not.
Yeah,
one of them.
No, but judging just by reading the first line of this, I'm actually somewhat excited because I'm getting a lot of Spider-Man 2 vibes from it, and I love Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
and
that's a good point.
And Paul Rudd is great as that character.
Yeah,
Paul Rudd as a superhero, and it's I really enjoy watching him on screen.
That's true.
He's the best. He's easily the best part of the first Ant-Man.
He might even be one of the best. He's definitely even one of the best parts of Civil War.
Yeah, because like when he shows up, it's like this is like you're just hysterical. Yeah. Everything you say is hilarious. Oh, you're gonna have to take this into the shot. Yeah, it's your conscience speaking.
Could I get some orange slices? I don't know why that's funny. It shouldn't be.
And if I tear myself in half, don't come back for me. He's gonna tear himself in half. I've done this before. Don't worry. I mean, it was in a lab.
I do this all the time. Well, once in a lab,
and I passed out. It's like
the Purge, the island. That's a clunk.
The Purge. Oh, the Purge is still a thing.
Remember the Purge?
Oh no, the Purge is gonna start. Maybe if we go onto this island for vacation, for people who don't like purges, we'll be safe from the Purge.
You know it's
we've locked the doors just to be sure. We found you. Nowhere is safe from the Purgers.
Oh no, it's the Purgers.
It's the guys. We got masks and knives. Ah, we're being stabbed.
Oh no.
The Purge, the island. That's the movie.
Okay.
I don't need to say anymore because that's it.
I just want to say that
the
Rick and Morty episode of The Purge
is
the best Purge movie of all the Purge movies.
We lost our car and my gun and we're in a purge.
Ooh, is it Daddy Mason?
Like the movie The Purge?
Yes, I need you to take
that movie sucked.
Hotel Transylvania 3, they go on a boat.
This is the Chipwreck of the Hotel Transylvania franchise.
Apparently,
I saw the first one. It was good. Like it was fine. Like it was like you're like kind of like lower tier kids film,
right?
Where it's like as an adult you don't enjoy it as much, but you're like, you know what, a kid will be entertained.
Yeah,
and I'm not offended by it, so it's like it's good. And I feel like it's gonna be slightly worse than the second one, and the second one was slightly worse than the first one. That's my predictions right there.
That's probably.
So it's gonna be like unoffensive.
I think it just is probably bad because at least the first one had a story.
Yeah.
Where it was like, oh, this guy, she wants to be a human or see the rest of the world, and this guy's here, but we can't tell the monsters that he's a human.
Yeah.
And stuff. And the second one was like, oh, they have.
It's kind of a funny premise.
The second one was like, oh, they have kids now, so they have to adjust to that. And then the trailer for this one was like.
Let's all go on vacation!
They're on a boat, and shenanigans happen. Okay, I don't fucking care. Alita Battle Angel.
Not to be confused with Battle Angel Alita.
Alita. Did you see the Sister Sunday movies on this?
The eyes look so weird. Why would you ever do that in a movie, ever?
It looks wrong.
The main character in this is something in Star Trek where you get a quick glimpse of and they've got big eyes and then it cuts away.
Okay, moving on. Mamma Mia, here we go again. The first Mamma Mia is garbage. This will also be garbage. Okay, moving on.
MI6. I am really looking forward to MI6 because of the promise of a Henry Cavill with a mustache that's not awkwardly CGI'd off. That was when I heard that this movie was happening, was because of Justice League. Thanks, Justice League.
I kind of love that this movie was like, fuck you, Justice League. Yeah. He's not shaving his mustache.
It's like, because I feel like studios kind of play with actors the way that kids play with toys, where it's like, oh, like play with toys, and it's like, oh, now you get your turn to use this guy in your movie, right? Yeah. And then the kid comes back after his turn is over, and he's like, can I have my toy back? And then he's like, sorry, I painted it red. and then it's like, we did it green for our film. Too bad.
Here you go.
You had your chance. You blew it. Spending $25 million on that, asshole. That's what's great about it, is that Paramount had the balls to say, no, you're dumb. Stop it.
But also, like, at the end of the day, the Mission Impossible series was going like this, and 4 was the peak, and 5 is slightly worse than 4. So I think they're going down. So I think this is going to be slightly worse than 5.
Is this the same director as 5?
Okay, I'll check.
Don't. Oh, you're falling off the edge.
No. Yes.
Yes, it was. No, he's a writer.
Well, he's
part of the director. He's involved with Tom Cruise properties, so it's probably going to be fine.
So it's probably fine or whatever. That's my prediction anyway.
Teen Titans go to the movies.
Untitled DC.
Can we have our red truck back? We're gonna make a movie about the blue truck. It's gonna happen.
So what's coming out in 2018? Green Lantern?
A movie! Shit! The Flash? Fuck! No, we can't. Oh no! Grab somebody! Grab someone! Throw them in front of a camera! We'll make it a found footage film!
We'll make it real.
I don't know. We'll do Aquaman, but I'll be in the studio. There's not going to be any water in the film. That's too much money.
It'll be a fish out of water Aquaman movie.
He has to adapt to normal life. Natalie Portman's going to guide him through. It's going to be found footage. And he's going to get guided by Natalie Portman through this regular world, and then they'll fall in love.
Wait, what's his catchphrase again?
I dig it.
I dig it.
No, he's gonna say, I dig you, and then they're gonna have sex and leave the camera on.
Yeah. So it's
just gonna be the ceiling. So it's the cheapest way to film a sex scene, because you can just hear them going, oh! And then she's gonna be like, oh, put your fish in me! I can make water come out of all kinds of places in my body.
Oh yeah. I want that fish cock.
Let's move to the bathtub. I'm better in that terrain. And then you hear the water come out.
I also need that terrain every hour or I die.
What did chocolate? So there's a Predator.
The Predator movie by Shane Black's
Predator. I can see the trailer now. Gonna kill a monster. What? What are we doing here? There's a monster, guys. Shh, I think you're crazy, man. No, don't. Shut up. I got this. The thing, it took out my arm. Oh shit! Oh no! This is hilarious. Shane Black, from Shane Black, director of The Nice Guys and Iron Man 3, the one of those 2 movies you actually saw. Oh, Iron Man 3, I saw that one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, was that the one where they rode the man?
It was Iron Man. Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, he flew around.
I might check this movie out.
It's
a Predator. Oh, dude, why did we do this? Oh, I don't know. It's you know what, man? I just do what pays. I don't joke. End trailer.
I said to my wife, hey, I could use a little pussy. And she said, me too, mine's as big as a house.
No, it's gonna be some version of the line. She said, fuck off. That's the end joke.
That's the end after the title joke?
Yeah.
And then it says, coming soon.
And it goes bam, bam, and it's gonna be like a pink title card.
Yeah, it'll be pink.
It'll be black on pink. Black text on pink background. It'll flip between pink text on black background. It'll go pink, black.
And what's the pop song that the trailer will be set to?
I was gonna say every breath you take. I'll be watching you.
Yeah, I was like, does that work? It works. You got it. Okay, the Equalizer 2.
Apparently the first one was pretty good.
Yeah?
It was like fine. I've heard it was like, oh yeah, it was good.
I don't care.
It was passable. Passable too. Less passable. Christopher Robin?
Christopher Robin.
Is this an edgy remake of my childhood?
Of Winnie the Pooh? Working class family man Christopher Robin encounters his childhood friend Winnie the Pooh, who helps him to rediscover the joys of his life. Starring Ewan McGregor.
This hurts me. It's like, it's gonna be so good.
It could also be shit.
No, but also, it's like, it's the thing where it's like, I'm old now and so is Christopher Robin, and it's like this metaphor for Winnie the Pooh where it's like, so it could be good. Yeah. And they'll be like, oh, Winnie, I'm done with you. Like, look, I got kids of my own now. And like, I can't keep coming back to you and all these delusions in my head.
I saw...
And then they're just going to be like, but there's always room for childhood in your life. There's always room for goodness. And it's going to be the super heartfelt film.
Haley Atwell's in it. $100 says she plays his wife.
Yeah. Like, Christopher, stop with your delusions. Oh.
But there's
it's over, Haley. I have the high ground.
Do you think it's gonna go?
This isn't going to go the way you think.
Do you think it's gonna go A Beautiful Mind route? Where he's a fucking schizophrenic.
Yeah, and it's
they go real dark and edgy.
Yeah, but like it's kind of like this thing where it's like the Winnie the Pooh character. It's like she's
like,
they're not real, Christopher.
Or do you think it'll be like Pan, where it's like they are real, but like he just forgot.
I think
them?
they're
or, what's it called? Hook. I meant.
I think it's just Disney. They're not going the schizophrenia route.
Disney? Oh, that's true. I forgot when they own Winnie the Pooh as well.
Yeah. They're definitely not going.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not calling that.
Yeah, Max Landis had. I'm pretty sure this exact pitch.
Oh, so this might be a. Oh, it's.
But I don't think he actually
by
wrote
Max
it.
Landis?
Let me check quickly.
Because like.
No,
it's not even like a story editor or anything. Jeez.
So I wonder if they just heard his pitch and they're like, we're gonna fucking make that.
Himself in. The rednecks are behind him. He gets stuck halfway in darkness. They're gonna shoot him in the balls if he doesn't get through. He feels hands on his hands pulling him in. He's yanked through, and the thing closes behind him, and Pooh and Tigger and Eeyore all fall to the ground. He looks up. Pooh's like, Christopher, you're back! Oh, thank goodness, your wife's been taken by the Hufflumps and Woozles. Christopher Robinson. 100 Acre Wood. Narnia-style adventure movie as a guy reconnects with his daughter on a road trip in the otherworldly playland of his youth.
The shark. Oh, yes. This is what we've been looking forward to.
Scarface. You know the movie Scarface that already exists and is a good movie? Let's remake that with Diego Luna. You remember him?
He's been in this business since he was 6 years old. I've had a cocaine addiction since I was 6 years old.
Since I was 6 years old.
That's gonna be the movie. It's 3 hours of that.
These have been my little friends since I was 6 years old.
Scarface! That's the trailer. He's gonna say no, that's gonna be the trailer's gonna end and then he's gonna say hello to my little boom and then it cuts.
Yeah. Barbie, starring Anne Hathaway.
Stellar choice! Okay. Happy Time. What?
It's directed by Brian. I've actually heard of this like years ago, and apparently it's now just getting made.
No way.
Directed by Brian Hansen, who is Jim Henson's son.
This looks amazing.
And it's like an edgy.
It's a noir film about Muppets.
With Muppets in it.
Maybe I'm looking forward to something this year. Maybe I'll change my mind.
That's a cool idea.
It looks incredible. I don't know. I just love the idea of Muppets like doing adult things because it's like this is for kids and it's like and it's never not been for kids. It's never like movies are sometimes for kids and sometimes they aren't. It's like Star Wars is sometimes for kids.
I disagree that Muppets are for kids. I think Muppets are for everyone.
No, but they always are geared towards kids, but when it's like a Muppet story where it's like clearly not, I find it hilarious. Like Avenue Q is a musical about it's like a really raunchy musical with like it's like a parody of Sesame Street.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's called Avenue Q, because it's like, oh, that's and we all live on Avenue Q, and that's one of the songs. And apparently there's like lots of like swearing and like alcohol references and stuff in it.
That sounds good.
But it's all Muppets. September. Smallfoot. As opposed to Bigfoot.
Get it?
You get it?
Okay.
This time it's gonna be smaller. Alright, jumping straight to the good shit. Hey, Robin Hood!
No.
Oh, sorry.
Goosebumps.
Cut that part.
Horrorland.
Goosebumps Horrorland?
A sequel to Goosebumps starring Jack Black.
Well, I mean, the first one was like, I heard it was fine.
That's where we've gone to.
I guess this will be less fine.
Maybe this will be fine.
Yeah. It's so
Alright.
sad. Bam, bam. Hey, Robin Hood. Bam, bam. Are you sure about this heist? Oh yeah, man. I think it's gonna be fine. Oh, dude, this is totally not going so well. Why am I white now? I dropped off in the Jamie Foxx voice there. There's gonna be a part where Taron Egerton flips off the Sheriff of Nottingham. He's gonna give him the finger, and Jamie Foxx is also gonna give him the finger. They're both gonna do this to the Sheriff of Nottingham, and then they'll make their escape. Because it's edgy Robin Hood, but he's still in medieval times. I think it's gonna work for modern times.
Yeah, because Robin Hood's just a concept, really.
Yeah.
Like, it is a story, and it's got classic characters or whatever, but, like, it's mostly just, like, it's about a guy who robs the rich and gives to the poor.
It's about a radical communist.
Yeah. You can do that now.
Yeah.
You can do a Robin Hood-esque character now.
It's super cool. It's
a
super cool idea when it's like...
And I would like to see that with Jamie Foxx.
And it's yeah.
Because he's
a great actor.
And he's good at Baby Driver. So.
Yeah. No, it's just it's a super cool idea because it's still relevant. Where it's like, oh, what if a radical citizen did steal money from rich people and gave it to poor people? Because the rich people don't actually need the money, and the poor people do. So everyone wins.
Yeah.
And it takes one radical citizen to do that instead of a really slow governmental system. So it's like, you know what? A lot of problems could be solved if we did have real life Robin Hoods.
You know, sometimes the world just needs more Robin Hoods.
More vigilantes. Yeah, so it's, it's
also
a neat story, but it's like a gritty take on the classic Robin Hood story. We got that 8 years ago.
Yeah, and it was
called Robin Hood
with Russell Crowe.
The color grain was like black and gray.
Yeah,
this one looks like it has like two colors in it.
It might have slightly more.
It's got yellow and blue, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that one was bad. So why is this one going to be better?
Well, because it's got color. Robin Hood now in color.
It's got Taron Egerton. You like him? He's an up and comer.
Yeah, I like the cast. I like that they cast the Sheriff of Nottingham from Rogue One as the Sheriff of Nottingham in this film, because he plays the same character.
Yeah, I don't like that Jamie Foxx is playing Little John, because the joke is he's a big guy, so they
prefer Peter Mayhew.
So they call him Little John.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx is an average-sized guy.
Oh, but that's Taron Egerton. He's pretty tall. So.
But that's only because Taron Egerton is a short guy. Maybe they'll call him Big Robin.
The moment you catch feelings is the moment you catch a bullet.
The house it's got a clock in its wall. There's a clock in the wall. The house with a clock in its walls. Venom.
Do you think that'll actually come out?
If it does, it'll suck.
Do you think it'll be a sequel to the movie Life?
I think it's gonna suck. I don't think it's gonna be a sequel to Life because Disney ain't clever.
It's
Sony ain't clever. Sorry, no, I get my disgusting corporation.
But what happened was when Life. Did you hear about this? When Life came out, people were like,
"It's a secret Venom.
What if this is a secret prequel to the Venom movie? Like, what if this is the symbiote origin story?" And then Sony was like, "Would you watch the movie if it was?" And people were like, "Maybe." And they're like, well, maybe it is. You're gonna have to watch the movie and find out.
And then it wasn't.
It wasn't.
That's really funny.
We switched cameras because mine died. Halloween. The new Halloween.
Does it zoom out all the way?
I don't know. Did you?
Yes.
Isn't making another Halloween movie?
It's the final chapter.
Final confrontation with...
Again.
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers. It's a Halloween mask.
No, the killer dude from Halloween.
This is a Halloween mask.
He dies.
Oh, you mean Jason.
That's the one that dies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's JD.
I left my shotgun behind.
Rest in peace.
So Jamie Lee Curtis is back.
She's probably old.
She's like 100 years old now.
Like that's the idea. Wasn't the idea of? I'm sorry, I'll stop.
So
last time, okay.
The Halloween series.
The idea of that was that she was young when it started.
Yeah.
Those the idea is that she was a young woman who's
she was like a teenager
or something.
Oh, well, that was later.
Oh, it's just that.
In the first one, it was just she was a teenager getting stalked by a scary guy with a mask who was just a crazy guy.
Yeah. No, that's what made it so cool.
Yeah. It was just a self-contained thriller, like slasher. It was good.
Okay.
And then the series, then they killed him off in the second one. Then the third one was Season of the Witch, which one had no witches in it, but also was a completely different story. People didn't like it, so then they went back to Jason, they went back to Michael Myers. And then the next, 6 movies got progressively worse and were complete garbage. And, the plot got more ridiculous. And, there was a cult involved. And, maybe she was Michael Myers' mother or sister, or it got really weird. And then Halloween H2O came out, which was 20 years after the original, and they're like, we're retconning everything except for the first movie. And then in the end of that one, she kills Michael Myers, and they're like, that's it, that's the fucking end of the fucking series. And then the next one, he comes back, and I think she might have died at some point. And now they're making a fucking another one, because who cares?
What month is this?
This is Halloween month.
It's October?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's fine.
The Jungle Book directed by Andy Serkis.
Well, why? We just got this.
We just had this last year.
Didn't just this happen?
It did. And it was fine.
That's fine. I liked it. It's pretty.
We're doing another one.
Well, no one's gonna see it. They're like, well, didn't that movie already come out?
Did we just see this?
No, it's a different movie.
Why do they look different? Why do the characters look different?
Is this a sequel? Why is it not the exact same title?
I'm so confused.
What's going on?
Is this like the Disney?
What?
That's just gonna confuse people.
Why is Gollum directing?
Why is Gollum directing this movie? X-Men, Dark Phoenix.
Well, this one at least has a poster.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I'll give them credits for having a poster. I don't care. Do you care at all about the X-Men Dark Phoenix movie? Sequel to Apocalypse, the best X-Men movie.
Oh, Ty Sheridan's back.
They're all back. Ty Sheridan, Phoenix.
Is Evan Peters back?
He has to be, otherwise no one would see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They still have their Quicksilver.
Oh yeah, they still got the cast. I like the cast.
You know what?
I think
I might see it.
Yeah.
Because I do want to see a Quicksilver scene set to a 90s grunge song.
This is in the 90s, right?
Because I think this one's in the 90s.
Yeah. I think
fucking who cares about chronology or whatever anymore. Yeah.
Pick me. So I think for this one, I'm a little more optimistic about it than X-Men Apocalypse, because I don't think I'll be surprised if this movie does this, but I don't think there's another possible way that they could make this an X-Men origin film. And I think that they're just going to tell a story in this one.
Well, the consent, the promise is, hey, we're doing the Dark Phoenix story from the comics, but we're doing it right this time.
Yeah, which so far sounds kind of interesting. Actually, it's like a
that could be cool.
And also Bryan Singer's not directing it.
Yeah, which is good because he needed to stop, I think.
He had a little too much X-Men juice. I think Days of Future Past was good, but then like
great.
by Apocalypse, he's just like, oh yeah, oh yeah,
I'm great.
It's gonna, and then Rose Byrne opens up the thing, and then it comes out of the pyramid, and then there's a Coca-Cola, and she says, "Welcome to the '80s."
and then Stryker shows up,
and then Apocalypse just cuts off all their heads with sand.
And Wolverine's in it again. Remember him?
And he's gonna look at the TV, and he's gonna learn about how humanity's dark from the TV, and then there's gonna be Battle Angel in a cage, and then Quicksilver's gonna be there, and he's gonna stop the explode. He's gonna save everyone from the explosion.
I don't know if I want to watch this one actually. Maybe I'm changing my mind again.
But it's not Bryan Singer.
But Jennifer Lawrence is still in it. And I don't really know if
she's really gonna phone it in. She's X-Men. Jennifer Lawrence phones it in. That's what I feel like. She's gonna phone it in this new series.
She's gonna phone it in even more than the last one. And the last one she was like half asleep.
She's like, I don't want to do the makeup. Just have me look normal for the movie.
It's too hard.
It's too hard.
I have to be naked and blue. Why did I sign up for these movies?
Well, it's because
you weren't
it was
the Mockingjay.
It was 2011, and you needed a job.
You needed a job.
This was a step up from porn films.
Yeah, you had to get blue and naked to get a job.
Because at least in this film, you also get to be blue. when you're naked.
And there's like at least a story.
Oh, but she got a costume at the end of the last one.
That's true. So
I think
only her face has to be blue now.
Yeah. And like her,
maybe that's not as bad.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll still be like,
yeah.
It's too. I still am not mutant and proud anymore. I
gotta be naked.
I gotta be regular Jennifer Lawrence. Because that's easy because that's what I woke up as.
The grip didn't give me a coffee fast enough.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fire him.
Okay.
Next.
Nutcracker and the 4 Raisins?
Disney's The Nutcracker and the 4 Raisins. How do you crack a raisin?
With a nut. It just reached midnight. I think this is where our stupidity kicks in.
Is The Nutcracker a good movie?
I don't know.
It's like a good story?
It's like fine, I guess.
Because it's like a ballet. So like it doesn't... It's more about the dancing than the story. Right? I got that right?
Yeah.
Like it's more about
and then the music and the visuals tells the story
rather than the characters.
Yeah, and movies are about characters. And I guess the Nutcracker is probably a cool experience, like as like I like this music, and I can tell exactly what's going on, even though no one's saying anything.
You're there for like the musical numbers and the dance action
because they're all stuff. I can't wait.
It would be live, right? If you watched like the play or whatever. Right?
I can't wait for the trailer for this film to not use songs for the Nutcracker like every movie.
Oh my gosh, they're not going to. They're gonna fucking put in some generic ass trailer music. Do you think not even the? Because it's coming out November, so I assume they're going for the Christmas market. Do you think they're not even gonna?
Oh, it's not. No, that's for Beethoven 3, the one with the dog. Look it up.
Embark on an all-new action-filled adventure with secrets, ghosts,
and if they do use the music, it's gonna be like.
It'll be like. Yeah. What's the Sugar Plum Fairy one? How does that one go again? But that'll be like a. It'll be like a. Yeah. Well,
it's gonna be bad. Just keep going. No! Stop! No! No! No!
This movie somehow has 3 directors.
This is the thing. This from the people who ruined the Lorax comes another classic animated movie you watched on VHS over and over again that was only 30 minutes long and was the perfect story for 30 minutes long.
Because it's a fucking...
Because it's a
10-page book.
It's a 10-page book. We were stretching it with 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Watch as we stretch it to 2 hours in animation that's, like, really glossy. And the Grinch is cute now, even though he's supposed to be ugly looking. This summer... Come, give us your money.
I feel like this has the potential to be worse than the Jim Carrey Grinch.
That one's pretty bad, but it does have the part where he's looking through his mail and he goes, jury duty, pink slip, and like stuff like that, where it's like, whoa, those are adult jokes. Like,
it's just
what are those doing here?
They just let Jim Carrey just improv about mail, and
it's hysterical.
And it's like funny. That's it's probably true. There's probably a few. Jim Carrey is just a funny guy, so he.
Do you think they're gonna keep his backstory from that movie?
From that movie,
where he falls in love with the one girl,
and then she's like,
"But she's like, you're a Grinch.
You're
though.
a fucking Grinch. I don't want."
He tries to shave, and the kids all make fun of him.
I don't want your fucking Grinch babies.
And it's
And then he goes, "That's why I hate Christmas." Did you see that Lorax commercial where he's driving a car, and they're like, "This is the car that the Lorax likes. Buy the car. It's environmentally friendly because the Lorax approved of it."
I don't see this.
And who received the only certified Truffle-a-Tree seal of approval?
It kills me.
It's the most.
That's garbage.
Fucking corporate. Trash. Oh, the environment's fine, everyone. Like the most anti-Lorax thing.
The ending of the Lorax, the new Lorax, is the most anti-Lorax thing.
Yeah, because the fucking
because it's super. They fix it.
They're like, we solved the environment. It's good now. We did it. And then the like actual thing, it's like, is the environment going to be saved? I don't know. That's fucking up to you.
I remember
you 6-year-old kid reading a book. It's up to you now.
Dude.
Don't fuck up the environment because you'll die.
No, that was powerful when I was like 8 and I watched that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, damn. Like, you know what's dumb about the new one? Pick Me.
Yeah.
We were watching it at the camp the one time.
Yeah.
And I feel like there was like. It might have been like for stayovers. It was definitely for stayovers.
Oh yeah,
and
it's a stayover movie.
This really shows the quality of the film, which is that there was a bit where it's like, oh, it's the second act where everything's bad and stuff.
Right.
And then the people putting on the movie, they're like, well, let's just skip this part. Let's just go to the end where it's happy, and then they skipped right to the end with like the musical number and stuff. And then I'm like, that completely undermines the entire point of the original, of the actual story, which is that you can't skip the bad part because you're living in it.
Because you're living, because it's a fucking metaphor for real life.
Yeah.
It's actually about something.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want kids to fucking.
So I think that's what they're gonna do with this one. But the Grinch has it's November. It's a Christmas. What the frick?
We're just doing it a month early. It's fine. Fuck it.
All right. It's gonna be garbage.
Yeah.
Pure garbage. Okay, let's see what's next. Holmes and Watson.
Holmes and Watson, starring.
You liked the Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. and you loved Sherlock starring Benedict Cumberbatch. Now get even more confused as a third Sherlock and Holmes franchise starts within the same decade.
Will Ferrell
humorous take
on John C. Reilly, I guess, or Holmes and Watson.
Watson, how do you suppose we solve this murder? I don't know. I'm fat. Holmes and Watson coming. Of course, I'll pull out my magnifying glass.
And then he drops it.
That's not how you use a magnifying glass. Oh, of course, I'm holding it the wrong way. Silly me.
It's just it doesn't have any glass in it. It's just a stick with.
Fuck you, San Diego. Oh yes, oh yes.
So I
think this is where the discourage. It's like this is where it's like we're really not looking forward to this year.
So I didn't see the first Fantastic Beasts.
You didn't watch the first Fantastic Beasts.
I don't really care that much.
And they're already out of ideas for the second one.
Yeah.
Strap in as 3 more movies come out after this one. So maybe.
So, J.K. Rowling, who I think is a good writer, at least her books I think are
Yeah, it's from books.
Is like, I want to write a movie about Newt Scamander. It's going to be in the Harry Potter universe, but totally separate from all the regular Harry Potter stuff you know. And we're going to make 5 movies because I got a story to tell, and I need 5 movies to tell the overarching story. The second movie, Crimes of Grindelwald. It's Dumbledore's origin. I'm already out of ideas. You do that story. Maybe you can stretch that story out over 2, possibly 3 movies.
And then that's when you're getting into Hobbit territory.
But they said they're making 5.
Yeah.
So they're still gonna run out of content to do.
None of them. If they just
you can't go anywhere.
If they just did what the book was, they would easily have 5 movies. Because the franchise that it would be most like is getting a 5th movie.
Yeah, it was.
If it was just Magic Indiana Jones,
where instead of like artifacts, they're looking for magical creatures.
Yeah, he's looking for magical creatures.
You could do 5 of those.
And it's like, oh, easy. I'm looking for a rare dragon.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you're crazy.
That dragon doesn't even exist.
Well, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna prove its existence, and you're coming with me.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Zany adventure. I've got my short round with me. I got my love interest. It's a perfect. Oh no, the Nazis, the magic Nazis.
The magic Nazis are after us.
The Death Eaters are after the same thing.
You could do fucking exactly Magic Indiana Jones.
Oh, we found the dragon and it kills all the Death Eaters, and then he pets it on the head, and then he puts like a footprint in like a book or something, and then or like he gets like a baby one of it, and then he proves that it's real, and that's the movie.
Yeah.
Boom.
That'd be great.
Better movie. But now let's Dumbledore. Why? Because he's gay.
That would also fit better because part of like the character Grindelwald is he was around during when World War II was happening.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of implied that he was probably a Nazi.
He's probably wizard Nazi.
He was probably like friends with Hitler also.
Okay, let me get this straight. So we've got.
So you could have
we've
done
got Hydra.
Yeah.
We've got wizard Nazis.
Yeah.
And apparently Bumblebee fought Nazis at one point.
In one of the Transformers.
Yeah, apparently in the last night that was a thing.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, so it's just I would love to see the movie where a robot fights a wizard and it's in World War II.
Yeah, I would want to see Magic World War II.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Where it's like, oh, here's regular World War II, but then Magic also had a World War II, and it was like,
and it was like secret.
It was in like a secret. Yeah. It's like they do the upside down thing where they show they show D-Day and then they flip it upside down, and it's like this completely other realm.
Yeah.
This giant dark castle, and you see all the good wizards getting out of these like dinky boats, like the Harry Potter boats, and they're all shooting their magic at and they're getting Saving Private Ryan. And the shutter speed is super high and stuff. You just see all these green flashes hitting them. They're dying left and right. Yeah. And then there's this guy, Newt Scamander. He's like, "Oh shit!
Fuck.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm Eddie Redmayne.
I just want to find the magic.
I'm just here for the beast. And
I'm just here to stop the magic Nazis from discovering the ancient super dragon.
There's
that'll help them win the magic war.
There's the magic commander with him. He's like, oh, if you want to stay alive, you stay by me. He's boom dead. He's like about a cadaver in the face, and then oh, quick, make the protection wall. It's gonna.
And
a magic war film, Rogue One for magic.
Yeah.
What? It's the best thing ever.
And then he has to team up with Dumbledore because Grindelwald is after the evil magic dragon that the magic Nazis are going to use to win the Magic World War II.
The Magic World War II. They have a magic Enigma machine that they can't crack with the magic with their magic.
Yeah. So that's the like third one is it's intimidation game.
The imitation game. Yeah.
It's magic imitation game.
Yeah. So we got 3 movies.
We do those. That sounds better than whatever the fuck this is. Also, the end shot of the trailer is going to be Grindelwald riding a dragon, so that they can be like, it's still got a fantastic beast in it. It's still part of that. Don't worry.
That's the nuke metaphor.
Yeah, that's the nuke metaphor. That's the Ark of the Covenant.
Or it's like dogfighting.
Well, I think it would be, if you go the Magic Indiana Jones route, it'd be like, that's the Ark of the Covenant.
It's like this creature has the ability to level cities.
Yeah.
Whoever gets it first will change the tide of the war.
This will change the war.
The world is changing.
The world is changing.
So then the good guys ultimately get it and they use it to stop the bad guys.
I think the moral would have to be, or maybe they do, but they realize
because it's like real life, right?
Yeah,
and
but
it's
then
like a
they
metaphor
realize
where they're like, oh,
that was too dangerous.
That was too dangerous.
We have to let the dragon thing be free because we
overblew it.
Yeah,
we blew our load. We abused our power too much. And then as it's flying away,
creature not meant to be contained.
The last image is him drawing this beast
in his book,
and he just says, "Don't try to find this." Yeah. And then he just closes the book, and he's just kind of sad. And it's a perfect, relevant metaphor for nuclear weapons.
Yeah,
that was a great film.
We did it.
I'm glad I watched that. Ralph breaks the internet.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph, another one.
That sounds terrible.
But the first one was good.
I hate it. But it's the internet. It's gonna be like an Emoji Movie, but with Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. The poster even looks like an app. Yeah.
The two is the notification. This is bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just...
Damn it. Okay, we got one more month.
One more month, and it's 12
December. Mortal Engines.
As opposed to like Immortal Engines.
Is that the next Mortal Instruments?
It's the next young adult series. We're trapped in a train maze.
That one was the
train mazer.
That one was the City of Bones.
The train, it doesn't stop and it keeps going through the maze. There's only one way off of it, but if you get off of it, you'll get splatted by a maze wall.
That one, but the City of Bones.
Derek, how are we gonna get out of this? I don't know, babe, but I'll just take off my shirt first.
Okay, could I? The City of Bones one was the discount Maze Runner, and it didn't even get a second one. Okay, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Sony-verse.
Into the Sony-verse. So, the trailer for this I kind of liked because animated Spider-Man looks really cool.
Well, because he looks like a comic book.
Yeah, and the style is really cool.
Yeah,
but they fucked it up because they're like, we're gonna do a Miles Morales Spider-Man movie, and then they were also like, but wait, Miles Morales can't hold his own movie. We'll make it a Spider-Verse movie. Don't worry, the real Peter Parker is still in it. The real Spider-Man is still... Don't worry. Spider-Man's not black now. We fixed it. He's not.
Don't give in to the Nazis.
He's just a pretend... He's not the real one. He's just a pretend Spider-Man.
That's so corporate and terrible, where Sony's like, they get the SJW and the Nazi vote on this one. Which is just garbage.
And it's also them trying to be like, let's make an animated Spider-Man universe in one movie. An animated Spider-Man cinematic universe.
It's not going to work.
Because look at all the different Spider-Mans there are. There's infinite number of Spider-Mans that you can tell.
That's what the film's going to be.
Stories about.
It's going to follow like 2 or 3 Spider-Mans, and they're going to go.
This one's a Gwen. This one's in the 40s.
They're going to go universe hopping, and in every new universe they go to,
it'll be like,
oh hi, I'm Spider-Man. I'm a business venture, and then they'll go to the next one. They'll be like, hi, I'm also Spider-Man. I'm a business venture, and then it'll keep doing that until it's like I'm literally the sequel, and then it's like and then the movie ends. And they stop the bad guy.
It'll be like Lego Movie where they go to all the different worlds, but like worse.
No, because each world is trying to be another movie.
Yeah.
Each world will be an attempt to be a setup for another movie. Oh, it's our found footage film.
It's the found footage Aquaman movie.
We found it.
There it is. Bumblebee.
Boom blah blah?
Bumblebee.
Beeble blah? Boom blah blah?
Bumblebee the movie.
Not directed by Michael Bay, because it's a spin-off film. The movie nobody asked for. 1987? Oh, that's terrible. What's big right now? The 80s are huge.
Okay, wait a second. Now, I know you said that Bumblebee fought in World War II, but I just remembered in the first Transformers movie, the Transformers arrived there from space when that movie started.
They were always there.
No, but I thought it was just...
That was like a retcon in the last night, because they've got all this King Arthur shit. And...
But I thought it was like... because by the second one...
the Transformers are like ancient.
Because by the second one, they were like, oh, the Transformers built the pyramids, right?
Because they're from space, and they've always been there.
Yeah, but like, Transformers have always been there.
Yeah.
But, like...
These ones.
The ones that we're following got there, like, when the first one started. I thought that was the concept, was, like, Transformers have always been integral and part of our history. Like, that's why we went to the moon, and that's why the pyramids happened, and all that and that's why King Arthur was a thing.
Yeah, fuck it.
But like, Optimus Prime... Bumblebee, the one that's a truck.
The one that's a garbage truck. Jazz.
Megatron, all those ones arrived there at 2007.
I feel like I didn't actually see the last night, but I feel like they retconned that.
Yeah. You're probably
I like
right.
the part in the first Transformers
Or maybe he
movie.
went and fought in World War II, and then he went back to space. He's like, I gotta go back to my home planet.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Okay, I think we're almost done. Bohemian Rhapsody, a movie about Queen.
It's like a documentary.
Mary Poppins Returns.
That's supposed to Batman Returns.
Is do we have the same plot as Batman Returns?
Is Emily Blunt Mary Poppins?
Emily Blunt is Mary Poppins.
She's not my first pick. I'd do Daisy Ridley.
I would do no one.
No, but if you had to.
I wouldn't.
I would put this gun in my mouth instead.
I would do...
I'll hang myself from an umbrella.
And what's her name? Julie Andrews. And she's just like in bed and she's like, oh, I'm old and I'm dead now.
Credits!
And that would be the movie. Or I would just be the Princess Diaries movies. Because those are like Mary Poppins sequels, kind of.
This is the lowest low. This list is just the list of the lowest lows in film history.
You know what? Like, I'm not a big fan of Mary Poppins, but it's kind of a perfect movie, and there's no reason to make another one. Like...
Money, Danny. Don't you know?
It holds up.
Don't you know that
kids still like it?
Every filmmaker is a corporate sleazebag, apparently.
Well, it is fucking Disney. That's what they would do. Even though they also made, like, a couple of years ago, Saving Mr. Banks, which was like...
Oh, that had so much heart.
Hey, we understand that, like, Disney's kind of corporate and they stole, like, this property from this lady. But you know what? We kind of feel bad about that, and we did our best to make the best Mary Poppins movie we possibly could. And
it paid homage to this author by making a movie about her and her life. More so than Mary Poppins.
Because we, you know...
So I thought that movie was going to be about how they made Mary Poppins. No, it was about the author.
It was about her, the character, as a character, as a person. And
super interesting.
It was like, we really care about that concept. And now they're like, fuck it, who cares? She's probably dead now, so...
She doesn't
Mary Poppins
come to
again.
save the children. She comes to save Mr. Banks.
Yeah.
Her father died of tuberculosis.
There's even that scene...
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
There's even that scene where Tom Hanks is like, you know, when I was just starting out, they tried to steal the mouse from me. And, like, that was... I had to fight for it. And that was, like, really tough to, like, be able to keep my character. And so, like, I get it. I get what you're, like, dealing with. Where, like, this is your character that you've created, and like you don't want someone else to like fuck it up. Yeah. And now they're like, we're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
So
it's like, well, is what is it? What's her PL Travers? Is she just dead now?
I guess.
Yeah.
So you'd have to be right, because like, let me check.
Because you probably only gave them the permission to make one.
Yeah, I just looked it up. She died in '96, so she's been dead for a while. Which is, I guess they're like, well, should we do Mary Poppins again? They're like, we got Emily Blunt. They're like, sure, fuck it.
All right, what's next?
We want the money. We want all the Mr. Banks. That's it. That's the end of the year.
Wait,
it goes into 2019.
Okay, go back then, because I want to see. I want to predict which ones are gonna win all the Oscars. That one. No.
Mary Poppins.
Aquaman. Bumblebee and Aquaman are going to be the top Oscar contenders for 2018 because that's the top of the barrel. Because the bottom of the barrel has been the fun fact is about space and just physics. When you try to push everything to the bottom of the barrel, eventually there's just so much shit that it piles up and you reach the top. So that's where Aquaman and Bumblebee kind of fizzle. They just kind of float there. They're like solid pieces of shit in like this liquid pool.
The found footage Aquaman
and it's called
movie.
in this barrel. It's called 2018 film.
And the spin-off movie about a character who can't talk.
Yeah, the found footage Aquaman film. Do you want to make that?
Kind of.
Okay, we'll do that later.
This summer.
We can do it with Hunter.
So, was there a point to
movies are garbage this year?
Yeah.
We're so worried. There's not a good movie in sight. There's not like every movie. I guess it's not a great movie in sight. That's the problem, is that there's nothing where I'm like, this could be great. Everything's like, this will definitely be passable. And that's a problem.
Yeah. Hopefully this will be fine. Is like.
Yeah. So we just gotta wait for the next Edgar Wright venture, I guess.
Yeah, we gotta wait 3 more years for Edgar Wright to make another movie.
Yeah, but at least it'll be good.
That's true.
Oh!